Hello everyone. If you want to learn how to play chess, and it doesn't matter how old you are, 6, 30, or 45, then you have come to the right place. My name is Alex. In this video, I will tell you how to play chess. We will start with the initial placement of the pieces, how these pieces are called, and how they move. So here we have a chessboard. There are white pieces and black pieces. Each side has 16 pieces. As you have probably already understood, each piece has its own name and accordingly moves differently. We need to learn what they are called and how they move. We also need to know their initial placement. Now on the diagram, you see the white pieces and black pieces. The way they are arranged is their initial placement. Here on the sides, we have the rooks. One rook is on square A1, the other rook is on square H. We have one rook on the board. How does it move? To better remember how the rook moves, you should remember one rule.
The rook moves vertically and horizontally. That is, it can go up, down, or to one side and to the other side. It can move up one square or up many squares. The same applies to moving down. It can move down many squares or one square. The same goes for moving sideways. The rook moves many squares or one square. The knight is a piece that is the most popular because everyone knows it. This piece moves in the shape of an L. That is, jump, jump, and to the side. I drew it for you with arrows. Jump, jump, and to the side, or jump, jump, and to the side. That is, it moves in the shape of an L, and it is the only piece that can jump over its own pieces and over the opponent's pieces. I will show again how it moves. Jump, jump, and to the side. The knight jumps forward twice and once moves to the side, to the left or to the right. The next piece after the knight is the bishop. One bishop always stands on a white square, and the other bishop always stands on a black square.
It is impossible otherwise. That is, if you have this kind of position for the rook in the rein, it is an incorrect position. Or accordingly like this, when two knights are on white squares. Remember, one knight always stands on a black square, one knight always stands on a white square. How do they move? If our knight moves vertically and horizontally, the knights move diagonally, that is, obliquely. What does this mean? If a knight stands on a black square, it moves only on black squares and only diagonally. That is, it can go from square D4 to square F6. See, like this, diagonally, as if passing through the white squares. It can also go from square F6 to square A1. That is, it can move along all black diagonals. The same goes for our white square knight. It moves absolutely the same as the black square knight, but only on white squares. That is, from square E4, it can go, for example, to square A8. The next piece is the queen. The queen in chess is considered the strongest piece.
The queen moves the same way as the rook and bishop together. What does this mean? That is, she can move vertically, horizontally, and diagonally. For example, the queen can move like a rook, and the queen can move like a bishop. That is, diagonally and vertically. She can also move horizontally. You should remember that the queen is the strongest piece, and when you set up the pieces in the starting position, many people get confused about how to place the queen correctly with the king. Watch this video until the end. I will tell you how to do it. The next piece is the king. The king is the strongest piece in chess because the one who checkmates the king wins. What check and mate are we will cover in the next lessons, but now let's talk about how to move your king correctly. The king moves as he wants, that is, in any direction, but only one square. He can move one square forward, one square sideways, one square diagonally, also backward, sideways, diagonally. That is, he moves only one square at a time.
There is only one case when it moves two squares. I will talk about this in the next videos. And the last piece in chess is the pawn. Pawns are positioned on the 2nd and 7th ranks.
They are considered the weakest pieces. You need to know how they move. A pawn can make its first move forward 2 squares. Pawns are soldiers who never retreat. They only move forward. They cannot move backward. That is, while any piece, whether a rook, a knight, or a bishop, can move backward, pawns can never move backward. They only move forward. On their first move, they can move forward 2 squares. After that, if they want to move forward, no one will stop them. They can move 1 square at a time. So you need to remember, if you made your first move 2 squares forward, after that, go only 1 square at a time. But pawns have one special feature. If they reach the opponent's last rank, they can transform into any piece. For example, in a position, there are 2 white pawns and 2 black pawns.
Now it is the white's turn. The pawn made its first move forward 2 squares. The black pawn also moved forward by 2 squares. How does a pawn capture? If all the pieces capture the way they move, that is, if a rook moves vertically, it captures vertically. Then a pawn, if it moves straight, captures diagonally. What does this mean? Here, there is a pawn in front of it here and here. Which pawn does it capture? It captures the one that is diagonal. It captured the pawn on the d5 square. After that, the black pawn can move forward to the e4 square, and we move our pawn forward too. Black moves to the e3 square. We move our pawn to the d7 square. They can capture, and we go to the last rank. And remember, if your pawn reaches the last rank, you can transform it into any piece except itself, that is, a pawn, and except the king, because 2 kings on one side is impossible. Well, everyone usually chooses a queen, because the queen is the strongest piece. This is how you can turn your pawn into a queen. Now I will remind you how to correctly arrange your pieces at the beginning of the chess position. Here we go. Rooks are placed on the edges. Closer to the rooks are the knights. Closer to the knights are the bishops. And then you place your king and queen. To avoid confusion about how to place the king and queen correctly, you need to know one thing about the queen, that the queen likes her color. That means if the queen is white, she stands on a white square. If the queen is black, she stands on a black square. And then you place your king. And all the pawns are in one row, so all white pawns are on the 2nd rank. All black pawns are on the 7th rank. So learn, develop, be smarter and prettier. Thank you for your attention. Give likes and don't forget to subscribe. Bye, everyone.